Hello, my name is Lamine Yamal. I was born on July 13, 2007, in Esplugues de Llobregat, a poor neighborhood in Barcelona. My father had immigrated to Spain from Morocco and supported our family by working as a painter in construction sites. My mother was born in Equatorial Guinea and tried to earn money by working as a waitress. It was purely coincidental that my parents, who immigrated to Spain for a better life, found each other. I witnessed the immense hardships they both faced in supporting our family from a young age. When I was born, my mother was only 21 years old and had taken on a huge responsibility that shaped her life. We had a large family, and our house was very crowded. I grew up in an environment with my grandparents, uncle, aunt, and 4 cousins. As a multicultural Muslim family, I grew up with diversity. The choice of my name, Lamine, was entirely a result of my family's gratitude to 2 people who helped us. So, when I was little, our family was large, and I grew up in a poor neighborhood facing financial difficulties. My parents' divorce when I was only 3 years old changed my life. I lived with my mother during the week and spent weekends with my father. I had to travel back and forth between 2 different cities for years. I also had a sister and a half-brother. My grandmother encouraged me to become a footballer. From the very beginning of my football journey, she always supported me and gave me encouragement. Coming from a poor neighborhood that people didn't know about, or didn't care about, and becoming one of the world's greatest footballers is both a miracle and a great journey. They call me the kid who broke the rules, because coming from a poor neighborhood and following in Lionel Messi's footsteps and making millions of fans happy is not an easy task. I grew up in a neighborhood called Roccafonda, where many North African immigrants live. I fell in love with football playing on the concrete fields, among the dogs, and in the parks of our neighborhood. My first misfortune was that my family couldn't afford to enroll me in a club where I could receive professional training. At the age of 4, I started receiving free training at La Torreta, a club that recognized my talent. I was talented, perhaps, but they ignored me and left me on the bench during matches so that the parents of opposing teams wouldn't complain. At the age of 6, a life-changing event occurred. I was noticed by managers looking for young talents for Barcelona. I was only 7 when I was invited to the La Masia Training Academy. From 2014 onwards, I started receiving professional training and learned that Barcelona had relaxed their own rules for me. Children under 12 were not accepted as boarders at La Masia, but I was given an exception. Because I was a special talent, I was accepted into the academy despite my young age so that they could monitor my nutrition and rest. Growing up in a humble neighborhood taught me many things and gave me wonderful experiences. I have a personality that doesn't like to lose. Ronaldinho, Messi, and Neymar have been my idols. I send a special salute during my goal celebrations as a sign of respect for the neighborhood where I grew up. After every goal, I make the 304 sign, because this number represents my respect for Roccafonda, the neighborhood where I grew up. Although my parents separated when I was young, they have always been by my side on my journey to becoming a footballer. I played at different levels in La Masia until 2023, and then I was called up to the first team. On April 29, 2023, I came on as a substitute for Gavi in the Real Betis match, and since then I have proudly worn the Barcelona jersey. Before even turning 16, I became one of the youngest players in Barcelona history to play a match with the first team. In 2023, I participated in the European Championship with the Spain U17 team and managed to stand out as the best player on the team. I want to go down in history as a great footballer, and my biggest dream is to make my family happy. I'm someone who loves to smile, and those around me say I have a humble nature. I want to be respected not only as a footballer, but also as a person. I shared in the joy of winning La Liga twice with Barcelona, and I know I will achieve many more successes. I also participated in the 2024 European Championship with the Spanish national team, and we experienced great pride as champions. I celebrated my 17th birthday the day before the final match against England, and I set a record as the youngest player to play in a final in the history of the championship. Scoring the best goal of the tournament at the 2024 European Championship was a great step forward in my career. I continue to work to achieve even greater successes with Barcelona and Spain, and to etch my name in history as one of the world's greatest footballers.